that Weatherspoon was tailoring the Sky's game around one or two players led to some serious dysfunction inside the locker room. She was the only person that believed in me, the one that trusted me. Many don't even know what it's like to be a black woman in sports.
Did you hear about Teresa Weatherspoon? She just got fired from the Chicago Sky after one season. But that's not even the craziest part. There's talk about her being mixed up in Angel Reese's doping scandal. Like, what? How does a coach go from the NBA to getting fired over something like this?
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now back to the video. You know what's even wilder? This was supposed to be the Sky's big comeback year. Now they're in total chaos. Weatherspoon's career is hanging by a thread, and Angel Reese, she's caught right in the middle of this mess. But here's the thing, this didn't just come out of nowhere. There's way more going on behind the scenes. The team's been struggling, players are unhappy, and now we've got doping allegations? It's like a perfect storm of drama. And trust me, we're just scratching the surface. You won't believe what else is going on with the Chicago Sky. Let's break it all down. Remember when everyone thought Teresa Weatherspoon would be the Sky's secret weapon? Fresh from the NBA, she was supposed to take Chicago to new heights. Instead, the team crashed and burned. The craziest part? It wasn't just about losing games. Let's talk about Weatherspoon's journey. She went from coaching NBA stars with the New Orleans Pelicans to leading the Chicago Sky. On paper, it looked like a slam dunk, but in reality, it was more like an air ball. The Sky took a big risk hiring Weatherspoon. She had the NBA experience, sure, but head coaching in the WNBA? That's a whole different ball game. And boy, did it show. Check this out. The Sky finished with a 13-27 record. That's not just bad, it's bottom of the barrel bad. And it gets worse. After the Olympic break, they went 3-13. It's like they forgot how to play basketball. But here's where it gets really interesting. Weatherspoon wasn't just losing games, she was losing the locker room. Word is, she was all about individual stats, especially when it came to rookie Angel Reese.
Weatherspoon took plenty of heat down the stretch for running a game plan that seemed to benefit Reese more than anyone.
Now, don't get me wrong, Reese is talented. She even set a WNBA record for consecutive double-doubles. But basketball's a team sport, right? Weatherspoon's focus on individual players created a mess. The team wasn't working together. It was like watching 5 people play solo basketball at the same time.
That Weatherspoon was tailoring the Sky's game around one or two players led to some serious dysfunction inside the locker room.
Not exactly a recipe for success. You know what's crazy? This is the same Chicago Sky that made the playoffs last year. Now they're not even close. It's like Weatherspoon took a decent team and drove it straight into the ground. But here's the thing, was Weatherspoon really ready for this job? She'd never been a head coach before. Going from assistant in the NBA to running the show in the WNBA is a huge leap, and it looks like she just couldn't stick the landing. Think about it, managing a team, dealing with different personalities, making tough decisions under pressure. That's not easy stuff. And Weatherspoon, she was learning on the job, at the Sky's expense. The team kept losing, players were unhappy, and Weatherspoon couldn't figure out how to fix it. It's like she had all the pieces of the puzzle but couldn't put them together. And in the end, the Sky had no choice but to let her go. Just when you thought the Sky's drama was over, it was only beginning. Angel Reese's rookie year wasn't just about basketball. It involved lawsuits, steroid allegations, and a coach's desperate gamble. How did this rookie manage to break records amidst all the chaos? Let's talk about Angel Reese.
Would Angel Reese prematurely end her rookie season to spare herself the embarrassment of losing Rookie of the Year to Caitlin Clark?
She came into the league with huge expectations. Everyone thought she'd be this unstoppable force right from the start, but things didn't exactly go as planned. In her first few games, Reese was struggling to even hit double digits. It was like watching a star fizzle out.
If you're her coach and you care about her, you're not doing this. You shouldn't be making the focus another statistic.
Before she even got a chance to shine. But here's where things get wild. The Chicago Sky, Reese's own team, filed a lawsuit against her. Why? They accused her of using steroids. Can you imagine your own team taking you to court over something like that? It's not just a slap on the wrist. We're talking career-ending stuff here. And it gets crazier. There are rumors that Teresa Weatherspoon, the coach who just got fired, was actually encouraging Reese to use steroids. Talk about a plot twist. If that's true, it's not just Reese's career on the line. Weatherspoon could be in serious trouble too. Think about it, a coach desperate for wins, pushing a young player to cheat. It's like something out of a movie, but this is real life. The pressure in pro sports is intense, but this crosses so many lines. But here's the thing that'll really blow your mind. Despite all this drama, all these accusations, Reese turned her season around in a big way. She didn't just get better, she became a record-breaking machine. By the end of the season, Reese had racked up 26 double-doubles. That's the most ever by a rookie in WNBA history.
They know that we know. They know. Teresa Weatherspoon knows that everybody's thinking Angel Reese is the only starter in this game.
And get this, she averaged 13.1 rebounds per game. That's not just good, that's dominating the court. So what's really going on here? You've got a player who starts off struggling, gets accused of doping, and then suddenly becomes unstoppable. It doesn't add up, right? Either those steroid allegations are way off base, or there's something else going on that we don't know about. This whole situation is raising some big questions. How do young players handle the pressure of the pro leagues? What lengths will teams and coaches go to for success? And how do you prove your innocence when your own team is accusing you of cheating? While everyone was focused on Reese's performance, a shocking decision was about to turn the Chicago Sky upside down. What could make a rookie stand up for the very coach accused of pushing her to break the rules? The Chicago Sky management dropped a bombshell that left fans and players reeling. They fired Teresa Weatherspoon after just one season.
The Chicago Sky said goodbye to Teresa Weatherspoon, saying that it was time to, quote, make a change.
Can you believe it? The team cited the need for change and future success. But come on, one season? That's hardly enough time to get your feet wet, let alone turn a team around. But here's where things get really wild. Angel Reese, the rookie at the center of all this drama, was devastated by Weatherspoon's firing. Yeah, you heard that right. The same player who was supposedly pushed to use steroids by Weatherspoon? She's heartbroken over losing her coach. Reese took to social media with an emotional message that had everyone talking. She wrote, "Many don't even know what it's like to be a black woman in sports when nobody believes in you."
She was the only person that believed in me, the one that trusted me. Many don't even know what it's like to be a black woman in sports.
Whoa, that's heavy stuff. Reese went on to say that Weatherspoon was her only supporter during a tough time. Talk about a plot twist. The women's basketball community went into a frenzy over this decision. Players and fans alike were expressing their disappointment. It's like the Sky management didn't just fire a coach. They opened up a whole can of worms about loyalty, support, and what really goes on behind closed doors in pro sports. You know what's crazy? Weatherspoon seemed totally blindsided by this. She was spotted looking emotional during a public appearance right after her firing. It's like one day she's coaching an NBA team, and the next she's out of a job and caught up in a doping scandal. Talk about a roller coaster.
They saw what was going on with Angel Reese and how committed, for lack of a better word, Teresa Weatherspoon was.
This whole mess has people asking some serious questions. How important is transparency in sports organizations? What about communication between coaches, players, and management? And let's not forget about the big one. How do you balance developing individual players with building a successful team? It's not just about winning games anymore. This controversy has sparked some major conversations about integrity in sports. We're talking about the pressure coaches face to deliver results, the challenges players deal with in high-stakes environments, and how teams handle accusations of cheating. It's like peeling back the curtain on the whole sports industry. But here's the thing, this isn't just about the Chicago Sky anymore. This situation is forcing everyone in women's basketball to take a hard look at how things are done. Are we putting too much pressure on rookies? Are we giving coaches enough time to build successful programs? And most importantly, how do we make sure that players, especially young black women like Reese, feel supported and believed in? All right, let's wrap this up. The Chicago Sky's season was a total disaster. Weatherspoon got fired, there were doping allegations against Reese, and the team couldn't win games. It's like everything that could go wrong did. So what's next? The Sky need a new coach, fast. But who's gonna want this job after all this drama? And Weatherspoon, her coaching career might be over before it really started. As for Reese, she's got talent, but can she shake off these accusations and focus on basketball? This whole mess shows how tough pro sports can be. It's not just about playing the game anymore. There's pressure, politics, and scandals. But you know what? True champions rise above it all. The Sky, Weatherspoon, and Reese. They've all got a chance to learn from this and come back stronger. That's what sports is all about, right?